our today's objective would be to first thing, we will go with the project introduction, like what is the current state today, this term statements are, and we'll go through a little bit of their wireframes and their more core functionalities, which we have to cover and complete. So once that is done, we will do a basic setup of our front-end side application as it takes some time. Um, Also, what are the core requirements, how the Mat2 project statement, Mat2 Viva happens, and what are the things they could ask you, and what you can expect from the proctors in the level 1 and the level 2 Viva. This all those things we will be covering in this boot camp. So we will be starting it then. Before that, you can all give your a little bit of your introduction, and then we will start. So first, I think Prathamesh, you can start with the introduction.
Yeah, sure. So, hi, I'm Prathamesh. So, currently, I've completed this is the only programming project remaining. Like, I've completed all the other diploma in programming courses and project. And I'm also currently working as a cybersecurity engineer, cybersecurity development engineer at a cybersecurity startup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, Next is Sri Ram, Shai Sri Ram.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm Hrutik. Uh, I'm a graduate from IIT Kharagpur of mechanical engineering. Right now, I'm working as a software engineer. Uh, Basically, my stream is data engineering. So that's why I've joined this boot camp. Like, I'm not so oriented towards application development.
Okay. Great. And the last one, Devesha, if I'm pronouncing correct.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Myself, Tvesa Gupta.
Yes. Okay.
Sir, I'm in my third year of BTech from Dehradun, and I've completed my all other courses in diploma in programming. Only this project is left, and we'll be continuing with diploma in machine learning further on.
Okay. Great. Okay, great. So nice to meet you, everyone. I will share my screen and we'll start with the project statements and all. If anyone have any doubts, you can raise your hands and uh, like you can ask the doubts. So this Met2 for this Met2 project, we have two statements. We are available with two statements. One is the quiz master, and second one is the new vehicle parking app. So we have given two project statement for this term, and the overview would be like first after the submission you will be given a chance for the level 1 viva where you have to demonstrate your application, and based on the marks which you are getting, there are different criterias. Like if you are getting less than 16 marks, so you would be considered as failed and you have to repeat the mat 2 course. If you are getting a marks between 16 to 20, it would be an E grade, and if it is greater than 28 marks, then you would means 20 to 28, then you would be considered for D, and if it is greater than 28, so you will be considered for level 2 Viva. You will be eligible for level 2 and even get more than D grade and like that. So level 1 would be specifically more specific to the core functionalities which we have to complete. So this is the most important thing, and one another thing which is to we created a GitHub account and push all our code changes to the GitHub. which is also an important thing, because if your GitHub account is not being created and also you have not added the Mad2 project Proctor as a collaborator in your project, so there is some marks you lose in the level 1 Viva itself. Uh, then if it comes to level 2 Viva, so we have this uh, in the level 2 Viva, mostly you will be judged based on your theory section, like how the theory part is, and they can ask you for do very little changes. They can ask like changing, writing a basic Flask function, writing a basic query in the Flask, or what this thing works, or adding like simply things. So students have also created multiple sheets where they have put up all those things which is being asked till now by the different proctors, and I will be sharing that as well, so that can help you and give a overall idea of how things will be going ahead with. And uh, there are different do's and don'ts while attending the Viva. So that is, make sure you do not public your code to anywhere and share your code to anyone else, because if you caught out in the plagiarism, it could be an issue. Do not please also make sure your microphone and everything is working. You will be given a 10 minutes of window where in which you have to do the all the setup procedure and all. 50 extra 5 minutes can be given, but if you take a lot of time for your basic setup of the application, then it could create an issue. So please make sure you do a dry run before your main Viva, and make sure like everything is working fine, and there is nothing issues from the from any in any functionality or anything which you have implemented. Now the first project statement. So now we will come to the project statement part. So first project statement is this vehicle parking app, which is it is a multi-user application where the admin can manage different parking routes, parking spots, and parked vehicles. Assuming that this app is for four-wheeler parking only, so it will be by default like you would be parking a four-wheeler in it. The frameworks which we'll be using is SQLite for database, Flask for API, Vue.js for your user interface, and Jinja 2 for very little point but not so much, and Redis and Celery for our batch jobs, which is the backend jobs. We will have two roles. One is an admin and second one is a user, where the admin can access it. It's a root access, so it is the super user of the application which does not require any registration or something. So by that it means that it would always be created whenever the database would be created, and we will be creating a function for that as well. uh, Admin can create a new parking lot. He can have a full functionality of he can allot any number of parking spots for a particular um, four-wheeler parking. Uh, each parking lot can have a different price, and admin can view the status of all the parking spots or on his or her dashboard. Admin can delete, edit any number of parkings available, number of lots he has created, and he can do all the CRUD operations in their dashboard itself. Then we have this users which can register and log in through our application, and then they can also choose an available parking lot and spot, and book the spot, and or it they can also release and vacate the spot. Now the terminologies which we'll be using is the user. So user will be the one which will be registering to our application. Then we have this admin, which is the super user of our application and can do all those tasks and do all those managements. We have this parking lot, so it is you can consider it as a free space which um, like it's a free space where we will be parking our uh, cars. User will be parking their cars, and which overall structure would somewhere look like this, where each parking spot have an parking lot have an ID, primary key. Then we have this parking prime location name, their price, address, pin code, number of spots we have created, uh, which is the least columns or an important columns you can say we have to create. And then we could have you can also opt and create more columns inside it if you need it a need in your application. Then we have this parking spot thing where we would be assigning ID, spot ID, user ID, parking timestamp, and leaving timestamp, and different things, parking cost, and all those stuff. So a reserve parking spot is like whenever a reservation will happen, so it will store the user ID who has parked their car there, and when they will be leaving, they will be given, they will be able to leave out and do leave as well after a particular period. So user have the functionality to mark a particular space vacant, which means they are leaving this space. And then we have this parking timestamp when they park their vehicles and when they leave. Based on that, you will be doing a basic calculation which will gives a parking cost which user has to pay. And the similar app which you can also look into and go through is this secureparking.co.in, which would give you an overall idea. And we have this vehicle parking wireframe, which we will be looking in a bit. So this is the login and the sign up application, where the in the login user login we would be having registered email id and the password, and in the sign up we can ask for email id or username, their password, their full name, address, and pin code. Remember that pin code is a very important thing for especially for our project, because based on the pin code we would be assigning we would be given an option like what are the vacant options available near parking lots near you and all those information. So pin code is a very important thing. Then we have this admin functionalities, where for each functionalities, uh, for each they will be so whenever the admin will log in, he will be redirected to admin dashboard, and from that he can see all the parking lots which he has created, and then based on that he could be able to manage all those parking lots, like editing those, creating a new ones, deleting our existing ones. And same, he could also see occupied parking spot details, like he could be able to see how many one are occupied and what are their IDs and customer ID who have occupied that particular space. Then we have this user set page where the admin would be able to see all the registered users we have for our application. And then we have this search bar where we can see multiple users, and where we can see we can search based on different user ID, parking spot, by location, and different things. And then based on the search we will be seeing like based on the location as well, we will be seeing different location parking lots and different user id which is available on that particular pin code. Then we have a summary chart where the admin would see all the sales or all the parkings that is being done till now, how many parking lots are there and how many locations we are facilitating the parking facilities. So all those things will be available in the summary chart. So it's up to you like how many charts and what type of charts you want to prepare in the admin side. Same, we would be having an user side dashboard where he would be see all their recent parking history, like how many parkings they have done till now. If they have all currently and any parking which is currently running, they would be able to vacate that, and or also they can release and do all those stuffs. And then we have this spatial parking location, search parking locations. They would be having a search bar where they can search and book different parking lots to that particular location. They can book the parking spot, and this in the when they will be booking a parking spot, they will be some of the details would be pre-filled by the user, pre-filled by the system automatically, which is the spot ID, lot ID, user ID, and all. And some of the information we will be filling it out. So that could be like the vehicle number and any other informations. Like if you want to enter the phone number or store the phone number, so that you can also do it from there itself. Uh, so um, um, this is for the user side, and then we would be having this summary charts where they would also be seeing a charts of what are the services they have done and all those information. So this is an overall idea of the wireframe. Any doubts in the wireframe or anything you can ask. Anyone have any doubts related to wireframe?
Uh, so this is like almost same as the Mad1 project wireframe. So
Yeah, this is
like
exactly same.
what are we like adding like in Mad1?
Yeah. So the addition in this application would be first thing security wise, we would be using Flash security or a token based system to manage the authentication and the authorization both part of our application. So first change is that. Next thing is this scheduled jobs, which are we are the so we will be have to implement three scheduled jobs. One is the daily reminders, second thing is the monthly reminders, and third is the triggered based job. So daily reminder would be so check if a user has not visited or parking lot is created by the admin. If yes, then send so let's say you created a particular slots and the user has not visited or booked anything for that particular spot in a particular for a particular day. So it would be daily reminders so that if for current day any booking is happen does not happen for a particular user, you would be sending them a reminder that we have this much avail parking lots, so please go ahead and book if you need them, and something like a reminder which you will be sending to them every evening. Then we have this monthly activity report. um, so it will be sent to the user again, where on the monthly basis of the first day of every month you will be creating a proper report of how many bookings that has been done till now by the user, and most used parking lot by the user, and like statistics of what is being done, and what are the information and what are the bookings they have done till now. Then we have this user triggered async job, which is like a CSV format. So like it will be availed to the wireframe at the top of the user dashboard, where on a click they can extract the same information which you will be sending in the monthly activity report by just a click, and it will download a CSV report which they can look into and do all those stuffs. So this three, and the fifth last one we will be implementing is the caching to improve the performance of our application and to increase API performance and all. So these are the additional things which is the most important for this Mad2 project, and contains a decent amount of weightage as well.
Also, we spend like a substantial amount of time on Vue.js. So, like, is there any front-end requirement also, like in terms of evaluation or back-end part is
Yeah,
also?
so yes, so your so the thing which they mentioned, like your front end side should only be built using the Vue.js, and for backend you could only use Flask. Any other framework would not be considered for scoring, and you would be not given marks for that. So using React or any other things other than Vue.js for the front end side is not allowed. And same for backend, only the Flask is allowed for creating the backend functionalities, APIs and all.
So actually, I wanted to ask like the front end part is required. Like in Mad one, it was not required.
Front end was required like
Like the aesthetic part, like building a good UI.
good UI is also not required if you have done the basic styling, that is fine. Because the most important things they will be checking ahead is only the uh, core functionalities. Like, have you done this core functionalities or not? These are present or not. So at the end, they will be checking that thing only. So by that, if you have done a basic, very basic styling, that is also fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyone else have any doubts? Yeah. So all three of them have completed their your Mad One project previous term, or like have you opted in this term, or it's already a very big gap between Mad One, Mad Two? What is the scenario?
For me, same. Like I've taken Mad 1 and Mad 2.
Okay, so you have taken Mad One, Mad Two simultaneously.
Yes, yes.
Okay, and what about others?
I have completed last term the Mad one project. I've cleared it. Like also scored good.
Okay, Kvesha,
Sir, I had completed my manual project in last term.
three different scenarios. Okay, so for one which is who have taken same Mad One, Mad Two this term, I would suggest go ahead with this one vehicle parking app, because as you will be creating the same database as it is in Mad One project, and also be creating APIs and all, so you can reuse that. Some changes will be needed, but it will save you some of your time. So I think you can opt for vehicle parking app in Mad 2 as well. For one, yes,
Okay, sir.
yeah. For one who have taken completed Mad 1 previous term, if you want to go ahead with different, you can go ahead, but I would suggest you can go ahead and like converting your in previous term, which application you completed, Quizmaster.
Yeah, Quizmaster.
Okay. So I think you can then go ahead with the same application, the Quizmaster one, uh, if you can like convert, because the database almost remains same. There will be no big changes in that. What the change will happen is, previously in the Mad1 project you would be using a render template, this.html and that. So in the ABS part, the endpoint would be changed and the front end side, but the backend database and the overall logic of doing a CRUD operation, like writing SQL queries and all, that would be going to remain same. So I think that could save some of your time, and you can go ahead with that.
Okay, okay, sure.
And for one which have taking Mat 2 after a 2-3 term break, I would suggest you can go ahead with this vehicle parking app.
Yes, sir. Sir, although it was not a 2-3 term break, it was just I had
But
done
like the
the
project
manual project
statement is
just.
changed for you, right?
Yes, sir. The problem statement is changed.
Yeah, that's why. So that's why you can opt for vehicle parking. If it was a
Yes, sir.
problem statement that you have already worked on, so I would be suggesting to go ahead with that one to just convert that.
Uh, yes, sir. I think I'll prefer going with vehicle one.
Vehicle one, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so now we will go ahead with this Quiz Master version. So same, the framework would remain same, SQLite, Flask, Vue.js and all. Uh, Also same. This also have two roles: admin access and the user role and admin role. Admin is the super user of the application, and he has the functionality to like manage all the other users, create a new subject, various chapters under a subject, and add a quiz under a questions under a chapter. So you can consider same as your courses which you opt for. So in current scene, your courses, let's say Mat 2 is a subject under which week 1, week 2 content is your chapters, and under them the GE assignments and all, you can consider them as your quiz questions. So this is an overall overview of like admin root access. They will be managing three different CRUD operations and will also be managing the users who are currently register and doing and logging to the application. User would have a functionality to create and to register themselves and log into the application. The database would somewhere look like this. They will be having an ID, username, full name, their qualification, and their DOB. They can choose a subject or chapter name, and then they can start and view the quiz score as well. And for terminologies, user like a simple user, or you can consider a student which is registering to our application. Then we have this subject. So subject is like field of study in which the users wishes to give the quiz. So for our case, as we have explained, it is uh, it is like Mat 2 course, which is the subject which for which we will be storing a basic ID, name, and the description. If you want, you can store other informations as well. Then we will be having chapters. So each subject can be subdivided into multiple modules called chapters, where the possible fields of chapter can be following. So ID, name, description. Also, this also need a column which through which you can link backref to the subject table. So subject underscore ID, something like that, table name, a column name in this chapter table, through which you can maintain and through which, yeah, you can maintain and backref all those things. Next thing, we would be having a quiz table, where we can where the user can opt for a quiz and see all those questions and different chapters ID, time duration for how long it is, and each quiz would be having a quick question table. Um, every quiz will have a set of questions created by admin and possible fields like question statement, different options, what is the correct answer, and at the end, whatever the quiz they will be attempting, we have to store their information, like which is scores, uh, in the scores table. We will be looking into the wireframe as well. Other than that, the core functionality, additional thing which be adding in this application, same application, would be the backend jobs. So in the backends, we will be having our daily reminders. Uh, so in this, every at the end of the evening, like at the 6 p.m., you will be testing or seeing like if any new quiz has been created, or if a user has not visited your application and not attempted any quiz, so you can send them a mail. Then we will be having a monthly activity report which will be sent to the user. Based on that, you will be sending a monthly report of how many quiz they have attempted and in which how many marks they got, and all those information to the user. So another thing is this. Uh, la- then we will be having this user triggered thing where user triggered thing where based on a triggered a report would be generated anytime they want it to be. So in the user triggered, we have two options given. First is for the admin side, so you can opt for any one of them. So you can give the option to the user to download a report or something, and if you don't want them, you can opt for admin side as well. So you have been given two options. You can opt any one of them, and based on that, you can do certain task. Then we have this same performance and caching thing, where based on the caching, you can do different stuff. Now we will come to the wireframe. Wireframe remains same as it was in the previous term, MAD one. Uh, so we will be having a login and a register page for the user. Uh, Same admin would be able to log in from the same application. They don't need a different login page for themselves to be logging. As we will be using JWT and token based authentication, based on that we can from a single application, from a single page we would be maintaining two different roles from a single page itself, and based on that role which user is been assigned to, they would be redirected to different pages of their application. Next thing, as for the admin dashboard, we they will be redirected to an admin this admin dashboard where they can see all the subjects which they have created, and they can create new ones. They can from here itself they can manage them. They can delete, edit, and or do all those pretty much every stuff which they think is needed. And then we have this subject. They can based on the clicks, so like creating plus chapter, they can create new subjects. They can create new chapters. um, Same on clicking or searching a particular subject, they can manage different questions inside it, like quizzes inside different chapters. They can create new quizzes. They can add new questions to that quiz and delete and do all those stuffs. And we will be having this summary chart where they can also manage and do all the CRUD operations in their application. Next thing we have is the user side dashboard where they would be able to see all those upcoming quizzes or the latest quiz which are available to them for the subject which they have opted for. They would have a summary screen where they would be able to see all those quizzes that they have opted, and sorry, score scene where they can see all the quizzes that has been attempted by them in the past and their scores, their respective scores as well. And the summary chart where they can see different charts of different charts, and they can for upcoming quizzes and all, they can start a new quiz. They can do all those things like how we did in quiz 1 and quiz 2, like selecting a question and opting, then given an option to select any one of the answers, submit it. After submission you will see the scores they have given, like they have received, and view option which will give a little bit of more quiz details about a particular quiz they have opted for, like number of questions, schedule, time, date, duration. It's an optional thing. If you want to show all the information in a single table here itself, you can do it from there as well. No need to create a different page or something. So it's all up to you. So any doubts in this quiz master application?
No.
Okay, so next thing which we will be starting. Okay, so now we will do a basic setup of our application. So I will share my screen. You can also make sure you you can create a folder name. Like I have created a folder name with Mat2 me. You can create Mat2 project or something in which I will be creating a project statement. I will be using any past statement for my project as I'm not allowed to work on the current statements. I will be working on that, and based on so overall the functionality wise everything would remain same, like token cookie based authentication, role based access, all the functionalities I will be covering, and based on that you would also be able to replicate all those functionalities for your respective projects as well. So first task is to create a front end setup of a front end. For that, first thing we need is to set up a virtual environment. So there are different commands. One is virtual, env, my env, through which we can create a virtual environment. Another command is python minus m venv my env. This also creates an environment. So once this is done, uh, we can activate it using this source mynv slash slash activate. Just a minute. Mad2 commands. I will be sharing this. Yeah, I have shared this doc link here as well. So whatever the code I will be running on the terminal, you would be able to get it from here, and which you can use for your application as well. For check looking into the database and all, if you have already installed some other extension, that is also fine. If not, you can use this SQLite viewer to look into the database. This one, sorry, SQLite. This one, SQLite viewer. I've added the same screenshot of how the particular thing looks in the same document, which you can refer and do your stuff. And once your virtual environment is ready and everything is done, what we can do is you can use npm install minus v minus g at the rate view slash cli, which just install the view CLI interface in our application. The command is already there, so you can copy from here and run your in your application. Once this is done, we will run this command view create frontend. So create slash frontend is the folder name which we are giving. You can name it however you like it to be. Let's say vehicle underscore frontend, and anything else you want it to be, you can put that as well. So it's up to you how you want it to be. Next thing is the important thing is the setup of our front end. So that will be looking in a bit. Until then, please run your create a new folder and activate your virtual environment in your terminal. Create front end. So I will run this view create front end. This will give an option view 3 default manual. Select this one, manually select features. Uh, go to Wavel, go to router. Enter space, so it will select the router part as well, and yeah, that's it. And just enter 3.x version. Just type yes, please wait with other permission. So go now, here you can go ahead with all the default options which you are getting. uh, Sorry, yeah. View create manually router 3.x, yes. No. Okay, so as soon as we enter, we will see that front end folder is being created. It will take some time, and it will completely set up our front end application. Once that is done, we would be able to see a dummy front end application. Okay, once this is done, you can simply do uh, cd front end and do npm run serve. And once this is done, we will see a local this all these links. You can copy and paste it, and you will be seeing this one. and you can click on different pages. So it is the router which is working. So now previously we would be defining all those routes in the backend in the app.route thing, the app.route this thing and dot. Now it will be there, but not will work on the front end side. For front end, we will be defining different our specific routes which are defined in this router inside that index.js, where all those routes are defined. So this is the basic setup of our front end application. So now you can also all do the same task, and once this is done, we will move ahead with different thing. You are all doing right.
Yeah. Is it okay? Like we can use Vue 3 or we have to use Vue 2?
No, you have to select view 3.
Okay.
Please let me know if you are done with your.
Can I share my screen? I think something is wrong.
Sure, you can share.
So like, uh,
Wait, go down. No, no, scroll down. It's
okay.
npm run serve, not server. No, okay, show me again. Is the folder created?
No, it was not. Like,
Uh, Mad
there
2.
is no front end folder.
Okay, so have you run view create front end? Select manually, uh, use npm, yes, enter. Now it's created.
Like when I installed this, it showed the deprecated error.
That is not an issue. Like it would automatically.
Like it, technically, it should like install the latest one. Right?
Yes.
Uh, okay, I think
Uh,
it will work.
what about others? Uh, yes. Yes.
Just a minute.
Kvisha and Guru.
Yes, sir.
And is it done?
Yes, sir, almost. You can continue. I will do it alone.
Sure. And Shri, Sai Shri.
Yeah, same with me. Okay.
Okay.
Actually, I ran into an error. Like it's not working.
Yeah, please share or reshare.
Yeah. Okay, so
Wait.
after,
NPM.
I think the npm was not installed properly.
Can you scroll down? Can you check npm space dash dash version?
Yeah, it's
As
10.9.
we know, um, can you copy this error and like copy this particular log and send it to me? Right.
Should I just paste here or
Yes. Okay. Missing stuff. Close this log. Run npm run serve.
so?
Okay. So installing.
So in the folder only package.json is there. Nothing else.
Okay. Okay. Delete your front end folder. We will set up the npm. Run the command. I will tell you npm install.
Just
No, go to the same file folder structure. You can go from there
yeah, yeah,
itself.
just yeah.
Uh, npm install -g space npm at the rate latest. At the yeah. What is this? You have to do sudo try npm -v Now try npm install minus g, install minus g space at the rate view slash cli.
I think we should move on. If I will try
No,
from my side.
uh, uh, no, the first session is basically just to do all those setups and make
Okay,
sure
okay.
everything is working. Try sudo again, I think. Just add a sudo at the start. Okay, now try sudo space view slash create view create front end. Uh, Select manually, uh, enter, uh, go to router, space. Have you put up like do control
Should
C?
I?
We have to kill re
Okay,
yeah
okay.
run it and manually go to router and hit space. Now enter. Yes,
Three.
enter and yes. Y, enter Y.
Yeah.
Yes. No, no, same default one. Yes. Same as it is. Yes, as it is. No.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, which terminal should we prefer for this? Is it important that we have the ZSH terminal, or we can do it in PowerShell or WSL or any other terminal?
For front end, this PowerShell is fine for, but for backend, I would recommend to use for Windows WSL terminal.
Yes, sir. WSL is downloaded. Okay, sir. So I can go with PowerShell and WSL.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you,
Try
sir.
with sudo and it's serve.
Mm, okay.
Yeah, now it's working. You can open it and it will give you a dummy same page. Yeah. Okay. Everyone else, can we proceed or you are facing some issues?
As of now, I guess we can proceed, but
Okay,
yeah, I will come back if I get any.
sure. next thing we will do is the basic setup of backend. So uh, backend. In that, we would create one app.py. If you are using, you can reuse your Mad1 model structure, project structure, where so that is also fine. Model py. So first thing we do with this. So from class underscore open. Yeah. Before this, add to commands. You can pre-install this necessary libraries. Just kill it. Yeah. From class import SQL alchemy. From class import class and from work dot security import generate password hash. So now from it's the in the mad one mostly we will be storing password as the user was entering without any hash and everything. Now we will be using this library to store the password in a hash manner. So app equals to pass name app dot config SQL alchemy date SQL alchemy applications are false and they will so this is the basic setup. Now we will be writing our tables. So we use it under a class. So class user db dot model id equals to db dot column and its type would be db dot integer comma primary key equals to true username db.string, comma, unique equals to true, nullable equals to false, email equals to db.column, db.string. So unique equals to true means it should be a unique identifier. Means it should be unique. It does not matches with any other rows. Email is also nullable, and then we would be having this password and db.column, db.string. This should also be nullable and role equals to db.column db.string comma default equals to user and yeah, that's it for now. So one table and we would be also running a context. So db.createAll, which will create all the tables which we mentioned above, and we would be creating the admin credentials. So if user dot query dot filter by username equals to admin dot first is none. So admin password equals to generate password hash admin password. password admin equals to user email admin grocery.com your username equals to admin password admin password role admin, and we will add this particular in our table. So db.session.add db.session.commit else print and this. So we have just created a simple user table through uh, which will having this much of information. And to create the user admin credentials, we have defined an if condition that if in the table we have this username present, so we would be if it is present, then we would just print admin already exists. If it is not present, we would be creating a new row with this much of informations in our database, and we will add to the database and then we will close it. So any doubts on model.py? Anyone?
Sir, can you move down, scroll down?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Now the next thing we will be doing is setup of our app.py. Copy the line items, copy it. We don't need this. From Flask, we would be using JSONify. Uh, make response from Flask import API, resource, path, and we will be using Flask. I will be using Flask JWT extended for managing, so creating access tokens and doing the authentication and that one. Get JWT identity and then set and set JWT cookies. Check password hash from flask underscore course import course. So course is cross origin. So which is being used. So whenever we will hit the backend APIs from the front end side to request some data and do some stuff, sometime the application blocks a particular URL for from receiving. So it's a security purpose. So if any unwanted URL is targeting our application, we can maintain that. So we use this course which will allow us to allow us from the backend side to receive any type of request without any problems and all. And from model, we will import db comma user. This is in app.config jwt secret key. Let's see, it's grocery. And you can define it like course app comma origins equal star and JWT postcode JWT manager app and API equals to app. And last thing for now is this thing app.run debug equals to true. So this will do the stuff. We will run it now. So CD backend Python m.py. It created a server. It has created also instance folder uh, with admin credentials as well. So we can confirm that model.py is working fine with also creating all those it is creating all those stuffs and filling all those information correctly. Um, so now the one thing which we need is, let's say in the previous one you have created sign up APIs and login APIs to maintain all those stuff. Now for Flask RESTful, the way to create APIs are a little bit different. Uh, so that we will cover in tomorrow's session. So we will be having one more session, no, one session after tomorrow, and there we will define how to create an API and how to connect it to the front end side. So we will be connecting front end and back end side way, both simultaneously. Anyone have any doubts in this part which you have done right now in the back end? Anyone?
Not yet,
Uh,
sir.
I, I don't have any doubts in the like what you taught today, but like the API session, I have request for that. Like, can you I am not really good at that part.
Yeah, so I will cover it in a proper. So that's why I have defined this as a proper different session because it's a very required thing, important thing. So we have for now we have covered this project introduction, basic setup of a project and implementation of model side. So until tomorrow, until 14th of May, what you can do all is you can try based on your project statements which you are picking up. You can create those tables in your model.py or in your, if you have already created ones, that is fine. I will be sharing other resources which you can also go through for further sessions. And if you have not created till now, you can create those tables and prepare your model.py and also with ready with your app.py working till what we have done today and same front end side. In the next session, we will be creating, first thing we will target is to create APIs in the backend side. So as both things are different, so first we will target specifically to create APIs part, how to create APIs for different CRUD operations, how to manage sign up, create APIs for sign up, login, logout, and others. Then on the next session, in this one, we will be creating, connecting it to the front end side. So this will be having 2 days simultaneously. Then we will be having a 2 day gap in which you can also try to create your APIs. And if anything problem occurs, you can ping me. So in doubt clearance session, the doubt clearance session will not be recorded. It will be mostly purpose is to clear your doubts or if you're facing some errors to share your screen and solve those doubts. So that is pretty much for today's session. If anyone have any particular doubts, you can ask. Anyone?
Uh, Like, is there any tentative date when the project statement will be released for this term?
That is already being released. I was going through, right? And the
Uh,
starting this project state, it was the project statement, quiz master, vehicle parking app.
okay. No, actually, I'm not able to see on my portal. That's why.
I will share the links in the G Spec itself.
No, actually, I'm in the the student portal, the Viva booking uh, thing.
There it can take some time because that is a very different thing. So
Okay, okay.
uh, I have shared.
So, the vehicle parking one is for this term. Quizmaster is not. Okay.
No, both are available for this term. You
Okay.
can opt any one of them. That's why I was asking you like which if you have done previously the quiz one in the previous term or something.
Okay. I thought it was just for the practice for this session. Then that's
Uh,
fine. Okay.
yeah. So that's why you can if in the previous term you done quiz master, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So
The
you can
V1
just
one.
copy the models from there itself. That is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I've shared that. Also, I will be sharing. Will upload this code and will in the send the GitHub link to you all so that you can also look into and get the course and everything. So I will be recording will take some time, 1.5 hours. So until then, you can go ahead and look into the course and do basic. Once it will be done, I will receive the recordings from the Google. I will be sharing in the G Suite itself. So,
Okay, sir.
okay, so that's it for today. We will be joining on 14th. Until then, you can all try to create your database and set up your application.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Good night, everyone. We will be ending.
Good night.